Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'd like to do is show you how to solve our graph, this absolute value inequality. Now, as far as graph and absolute value equality, it's not that bad. You can see there's no transformations, right? It's exactly like the parent graph over here. So I don't have any of this A, H, K, and B and stuff, so that's very nice. So I'm just going to graph our parent graph here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So over 1, up 1, over 2, up 2. Over 1, up 1, over 2, up 2. Just like, I got it a little too quick. But just like the parent graph of an equation. Now, I do want to make sure, should this be solid? And I'll kind of explain why. The reason why this is solid is because this is less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. But if you ever want to choose that or determine does that make sense or not, the best thing to do is choose a test point. And you want to choose a test point that is on the point. And if when you choose a test point, let's say 1, 1. So when I say 1 is less than or equal to absolute value of 1. 1 comma 1 is a point that is on the line. Now, if that's true, that means it's a part of the solution. That means that should be shaded or solid. If it's false, that means it's not a part of the solution, and this should be dashed. However, we just say whenever it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, it's solid. But let's go and use our test point. Well, absolute value of 1 is 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 1? Yes, it's equal to, right? But now the last part about graphing an inequality is determine the shading above or below the equation. So to do that, we cannot choose a point that is on the line. Because if we choose a point that's on the graph, then we're just testing if the graph is true, which we already know is true. So what we want to do is just choose a point that is not on the graph. And in this case, I'll choose the point 0, 1. So now to graph or to test 0, 1, I'll plug in a 0 in for x and a 1 in for y. Well, the absolute value of 0 is 0, so I have 1 is less than or equal to 0, which is obviously false. So since above my equation is false, that means all the points on the outside are going to be true. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you graph an absolute value inequality. Thanks.